Hello everybody, this is Sara Perry, Psychic Medium, and this is your psychic guidance and insight for the full moon on the 31st of October 2020. If you do enjoy this vlog, then please do like and share, and if you haven't already subscribed, then please do so you can keep updated on all the new videos that I am uploading right now. And if you'd like a private reading, then do go to my website. All the info is in the description box below. And there will be some little click on cards throughout this video that you can access as we go along. And remember, I do have a 12-month subscription going on at the moment, which will give you a consistent price for regular readings, if that is something that you'd like to look into. I do a kind of mentorship throughout that time, but you can choose whatever you want each month. You can do a past life reading, you can do a relationship reading, a career reading, you can just do some psychic development mentorship with me, anything you want each month, and you can change it up. The only thing you can't do is roll it over. But for this wonderful special offer, you get it for half price. It's literally 50% off. Normally a full reading is $66, and you can have this for $33 and do a video reading, audio call, written, you name it, you can do it. If you want some more information, do contact me. I have put out lots and lots of social media ads and sent out personal emails to people, but like I said, if you want anything else, do just leave your contact details or comment and I will send you a personal message. So this is such an auspicious time coming up, so exciting. Although the biggest message is get your affairs in order, get prepared for takeoff, because the countdown will happen very soon. And I'm seeing literally from the 1st to the 10th of November, a very important, significant countdown, which will come after the full moon. I'm seeing some massive releases happening over that date on the 31st. It could be a lot quieter than normal because of the lockdown, the restrictions. So there may be less children on the street knocking on doors. So I wouldn't get too much stuff in because I'm really not thinking you're going to need it. Maybe create a nice celebration, a nice calm one, which is quite spiritually orientated on the Halloween date of the new moon, as I feel like this is a time to really release some karmic issues and to rid yourself of some bad habits, and just a great time to cleanse. Right now I'm putting this video out, I would start the cleanse. Okay, start detoxing inside, outside, mentally, spiritually and physically, because you will then be in such a good position to deal with some of the erraticness of this full moon. And I say erraticness because Taurus is in Uranus, and Uranus is all connected to our material world and our security, and that is what is being hit from every different direction right now. It's a little bit like the Titanic hitting the iceberg over and over and over again, and just when you think yeah I got in the lifeboat, you go and hit another iceberg. The next message I'm getting is play your cards right and you'll get it right. Gamble the good hand. That may not make any sense, but I feel like this is to do with honesty and doing what benefits you as a long-term option or course of action. Think about the honesty of your soul. Only gamble if it's going to be a good investment. Okay, and I don't mean all go down the gambling halls, which are probably shut anyway, but just, you know, put stuff out there that you know is going to bring at least 80% back. You know, if you're putting 20% in, know that there's going to be 80% back of what it is. And some of that could be repercussions. So again, be aware of consequences. All right. So do something in honor of yourself, in honor of the good and love of all, and things will play right. I think there's a lot, because there's so much karmic energy around this full moon, things could backfire, like I said. So, you know, you don't want to be doing unnecessary gambling. You know, if you like to play on the horses, or, you know, you like a really good game of poker, or you've got a bit of an addiction in that area, right? And I'm not saying that everyone's got that that's listening to this, but, you know, don't sort of get into a place of fear and then, you know, because you experience a loss, that you suddenly like you know, you have to go and create a poker game or something, or you're going to just throw everything onto a horse, or a winning horse, which again probably isn't happening right now, but I think you get my understanding. This because things are so changeable, you may experience a loss in some financial situation, and that could cause you to become fearful, when actually what the message is to really go into trust, and to know that maybe something was taken away for you to trust even more, and to know that when that pot is empty, it can be filled up again. Maybe the change is happening to push you forwards in another way. Just consider all the options before you dive in doing something which has a negative impact on your life, or will benefit you less if it goes wrong. Be really certain it isn't the right time anyway, because of the whole Mercury situation. You're going to be really, really intense on an emotional level, and it could create some deep feelings of anger, frustration, passion. So for instance, you say you're not detoxing or cleansing, and you just go out on an absolute bender on, because you feel so stressed out on the full moon, and then you start sending out text messages to everybody because suddenly you've got so much confidence because you don't care anymore, that kind of thing. This isn't a good time to do it, all right, because it could really, really backfire. This is a sense of that, sending out I don't know, a spell and it coming back 3 times fold. Just take that into account. Whatever you send out comes out back 3 times fold. So make sure that whatever you do is good. And if not, just stay in your flow, guys. Just really, I would say on this day and around this time, eat well, sleep well, just be peaceful, and just, allow yourself to emerge, because I feel like this is going to be a day we're emerging out of our chrysalis. Literally, we are turning into our butterflies, but it's going to take at least a week or 10 days to completely come out and spread our wings, all right? And then by the 10th, we'll be out of Mercury retrograde, and we'll be coming into the end of the Mars situation. And then you'll have a little bit of upheaval, and then suddenly things will start whirring up. The machines are going to start again, and we'll feel a lot clearer and more cleansed. But this full moon is so important karmically that if you haven't been working on yourself, if you haven't been, if you keep going back into that temptation, into that dark side of yourself, then you're likely to have less benefits, okay? And I'm not kind of saying this to worry anybody, but it's like, just keep working towards what you can do. Progress, prepare. Get your paperwork in order. Get things set, because the energy is going to change so fast, and I'm just seeing chaos everywhere. Suddenly, all the bells are going. Everyone's going, wait, we're starting again. Oh my God, we've got to get going. We've got to get going. All right? So everything might feel really slow right now and really irritating. But this is a time for you to work on ideas for advertising. Get your branding right. Get your ideas ready. There's no point putting out something that you can't back up. The way that energy is going to change, if you put out a workshop on, say, the 20th of November, and you just thought, oh yeah, I'll just do that. And all you've done is written a list about it, and you think, right, I'll send it out then. Suddenly all these people could come forwards because you couldn't be bothered to do all the paperwork. And then you haven't got the answers. You don't have anything credible there ready. And then you can't actually reap the rewards because you didn't plant the seeds properly. You didn't nurture them. You didn't water them. Okay, so this is so important. There will be an opportunity to resume a connection from a long time for some of you. And I feel like somebody get in touch or knocking on the door. This could be the knocking on the door of ideas as well, or an old idea that comes back into your mindset, or is an inspiration for something. I'm seeing like the ingredients coming together, so it could be a missing ingredient of what you've been trying to get. And it's because of this Mercury situation right now and Mars. It's like, if you're really on the wrong path, you really will be stopped. And on a personal level, I feel like I'm given the opportunity, it's, you go, yeah, or the carrot is dangled, you go towards the carrot, and then you think, okay, everything's in place, you connect all the dots, you go, yeah, and then suddenly it just stops again, and you're like, what was that all about? And I put this down to that it's not meant to be, and that's why it's been stopped, but it is a reminder or a preview of what could come, and that things are still working, and that things can come out of the blue. So just because, and this is so typical of Mercury retrograde right now, just because something is offered to you and it looks great on paper, and I've said this enough times, that, you know, even it looks great on paper, it doesn't necessarily mean it's for you and it's the right time, or it's meant to happen right now. Okay, if something is meant, something is destined, and we're talking about relationships, work situations, or anything, home changes, if you know, a move particularly, it will happen because it's right. I'm a great believer that things do find you when it's necessary. And that right now, because one of the biggest messages is don't force anything, we are really learning this lesson. And there's nothing, you know, if someone dangles a carrot and it smells nice, the first thing you want to do is run towards it. And what Spirit is saying is, don't run. Wait till the carrot comes closer, until it's so close that you can just take a bite. You know, if you've still got to make the effort to get to that carrot, then it's not quite there, is it? You know, if you want to move home, right? It's something you want and nothing's happened, and then you get suddenly this amazing place comes up and it's offered to you, it comes from an outside source, you weren't looking, and that you get to look at the house, and then there's like this clause in the contract, or you have to move in like 5 minutes, and that's going to disrupt your whole world, right? Now sometimes it's a good thing, because sometimes, you know, if you look at things in more detail, that is, you know, that's something we have to learn, that, you know, to be more spontaneous. Okay, so let's put that aside. But say there's something that, you know, you've ticked all the boxes, there's something particular you want in this new house because you've been doing vision boards, and you've been, you know, the criteria, you've been so specific because you want what is right for you. And it is, and these things, and I mean this criteria is important. You know, I'm not talking about, oh, it's got a dishwasher, right? I'm talking it has a garden, or it's off the main road, because there is something, you know, there's a safety aspect, right? Or it has, well, maybe let's not look at the whole what it costs. But if you'd written down, it must be good, you know, it's got to be something I can afford at the time it comes, right? So depending on how specific you've been. But, you know, if we're talking like from a safety aspect, or going from the frying pan into the fire, so basically just moving for the sake of moving because you've just got fed up with where you are, and because you want to move so badly in the end because it's just not happening, you end up just discarding the whole list and you move in, you know, then it would probably be blocked from you, or something would probably happen, or, you know, at the end of it, or, you know, you'd go forward, you might still go forward and go, oh, I'm not going to bother. And then suddenly it comes off the market. Now, this has happened to me on so many occasions over the last couple of months with things similar. Job offers, with, you know, looking for new homes, going towards, well, just making some certain changes. And on some occasions, it's because I've gone out to look for it, and I've pushed because I felt, oh, I just will need to because nothing's happening. The other things are that it's come to me and I haven't looked at my checklist. But each time, something is blocked from me. Even to the point that something came in so serendipitously and so karmically and felt like such a big message. And I literally, to prove a point, I pushed for everything I want, because I believed that if it was meant to be, then whatever I asked for would happen. They agreed to most of it, and then suddenly the rental was not available. They just decided to sell it. It was almost like, no, well, all we're going to have to do is just take this away from you because you just won't let go. Do you know what I mean? It was like I was holding on too tight. So learn from this right now. Really be in your flow and realise that there is no force for anything, that we are being taught how to trust completely. And this is such an important turning point, I feel, on the full moon. And I seriously would howl up your affirmations, you know, really, really write that letter to the universe, really light some candles, and write in those candles what you want to get rid of, you know, karmically, to let go of your restrictions, do some releasing stuff, whatever. If you can, spend the whole day doing really spiritual things, being calm with yourself, being, you know, in meditation, because it's not only a full moon, it's on Halloween, when that veil between spirit becomes really thin. So you're going to be so connected. All right. So this is a perfect opportunity to manifest and to create what you want. There is so much knowledge coming, and you may get the best messages. So again, be in the best physical health, emotional health, mental health. Like I say, don't just eat what is good for you. Take rest, meditate beforehand, do a build up. If you can, do like a 3-day cleanse just before, or even 2 days, if that's the case. And then you can, you'll be in tip-top health. And I don't mean, maybe you do in a week of detox and then you have a glass of wine one night. That's not such a bad. It's not about denying yourself stuff. It's just keeping yourself in a good place, all right? Because I know some people go completely vegan and then they just don't eat and all that. And yeah, great, okay? But actually, being spiritual and being on a high frequency is about being in tune with yourself, is being in the best place of yourself. And I'm not saying complete detox and not eating or just drinking water or being a breatharian isn't a great thing. But some people are unable to do that, and that can cause more stress, And the whole point is to not be stressed. So, and I don't mean then, she's told me not to be stressed, so I'm just going to go and get hammered. No, that's not the case either. It's about keeping things in check and in balance. Keeping your books, keeping your affairs in order, meaning keeping things in balance, keeping things flowing, knowing when to stop, knowing when to react. When something comes to you, this is all about being open to receive. Connect with that open portal of that energy that is coming in. It is going to change really, really quickly. I keep getting the 17th, but I've just been told the 16th. And there's something to connect it to the 16th of October as well. So go back on your social media, look about what was going on there, if you've made any notes, and try and connect the dots. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you'd like a private reading, just come to me at my website. Everything is below in the description box. Please share and like. I'm really wanting to build this channel. I really want more time to build this channel. And the only way that I can do that is by getting you guys, getting more supporters, getting more interest and followers, and always feel free to donate. It's always useful to me. Anything, I am now asking to receive, because this is where I'm going. The next, after the 29th, on that full moon, I will be in my next, what I call my next life. I'm leaving 50. I'm going to have the next 50 years or so. Maybe not 50, because I'm not sure I want that, but things will be changing. So have a wonderful, wonderful full moon, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care for now. Bye.